And the numbers are great down at the lower levels. That really brings a good crowd on hand, and it gets these young future Hatchets a chance to see the ones they look up to out on the football field tonight.
Well, and it is really great. It's so exciting to see what the youth program is doing. I want to give a shout out to Eric Headley, who is really spearheading over here where we can see what the heck's going on.
That's about a 6-yard gain here.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and long 4. You'll see some shotgun out of the Cougars, and you'll also, like I see that him going up under center and try some counter motion. Trying to get we didn't get starters from these guys because of just the late week notice. Quarterback's going to go back into the shotgun. The Hatchets stay in that 4-4 defense man going in motion on 11. They're going to look back to pass. They've got a man deep. Well,
the ball's resting the nose of the football, almost touching the goal line.
Yeah, Hatchets are going to really need a spectacular stand to stop this drive.
Hatchet football tonight brought to you by your Edward Jones advisors, Sarah Browning, Doug Bubalo, and Scott Cordova. Looks like a similar setup here for the Cougars.
Yep, 99 is Malsey. He's been in on about every play so far.
He's going to be the leader on defense, one of those seniors for the Hatchets. 6-0 our score. McLean County, Kentucky leads with 9:14 to go in the opening quarter. We'll be back to Hatchet Hollow right after this. Tonight brought to you by Donaldson Insurance. John and Martha Newton and the team at Donaldson Insurance proud to back the Hatchets. Also by A&R Home Center, more than just a hardware store. And Davies Community Hospital and the Core Center on Main Street in downtown Washington.
Dwayne, we're waiting for the Hatchets to break the huddle. I do want to give a call out again. We did it this morning for officials for our youth football. In dire need of that. Reach out if you want to be an official, make a little bit of money, and have some fun.
1st and 10 now for the Hatchets.
Willie's in the shotgun. He puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff, gives the second. That's Perkins up the middle again. That play is working, and Perkins not wanting to go down.
Well, they're falling for that fake, and I'll tell you what, the Hatchets are selling it well, Mark, and that's leaving a wide open shot for Perkins right up the gut.
We talked about a minute ago the fake wasn't real clean. The play didn't have much success. That time it was a great fake. Didn't know who had the ball. Results in a nice gain of about 8 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. Ball sitting on about right on the 25-yard line. So a nice opening drive for the Hatchets.
Halftime tonight, the young future Hatchets will be recognized in the kindergarten through 8th grade programs. So a lot of young future Hatchets here in the stands tonight on the opening game for Washington.
Shotgun again. Willie puts a man in motion, fakes it, and then hands through to Perkins again. Perkins is still on his feet, driving forward.
He is a tough man to bring down. He keeps his legs moving, and that's the number one thing they teach you, Mark. He does not want to go down. He fights hard. And that was one that he may have should have lost yardage, but he made it for positive gain.
Exactly. They hit him in the backfield. He refused to go down, fell forward, and picked up a yard. So we're going to bring up 3rd and a long 1 as we've got a timeout on the field.
4:41 to go, first quarter play on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. It's Washington trailing McLean County, Kentucky, 6-0, but the Hatchets moving forward. We'll be back right after this on WAMW. Along with Mark Myers under the Saturday Night Lights tonight is Washington and McLean County, Kentucky are back out on the field. The Hatchets looking at a short 3rd down and 2 on the 22-yard line in Cougar territory.
Willie's in the shotgun. He's got Perkins and Cook in the backfield. Counter play goes to Cook, but they read that, left a man open, and Cook was going to lose a yard or two right there. Sure, the coach is going to go for it here on 4th down. It's going to be 4th. And, ooh, that's about a 4-yard loss. So it's going to bring up 4th and 5, long 5. See what the Hatchets offense can dial up right here. 4:18 left to go again in the first. Ball's on the 22-yard line. Hatchets down 6-0 as the Cougars scored on their opening possession.
Well, that was a tough loss there on that one. So went from a 3rd and a short 2 to a 4th and 5 here.
So the Hatchets are going with trips on the left. Perkins is the only one in the backfield. Willie in the shotgun. It's going to be a quarterback keep. Willie trying to find some room. He had the outside, and he stopped. The outside was there, forced it back in, and that play not going to pick up a first down.
So turnover on downs gives it back to McLean County, Kentucky. After a nice push forward, the Hatchets get stopped on the 30 in Cougar territory, and here comes the Hatchet defense.
Hatchets defense is going to have to toughen up. We took that, what do we have it from, either the 32 or the 36, able to get it down into Cougar territory, but a couple of losses there turns the ball over.
Game coverage tonight of Hatchet football brought to you by 1-800-WATER Damage of Southern Indiana. I'll tell you what, they're the best in the business. If you've got water downstairs, they'll take care of you. 1-800-WATER Damage online or call 1-800-WATER Damage. Also brought to you by Thompson Insurance, treating you the way you want to be treated. And Bill Dobson Ford. A Dobson deal is a better deal.
Clayton comes out with the man quarterback underneath the center. They hand off to number 11 on that little play that they like to try to get outside. 11 is Zach Clayton, and he's got some speed and some moves out there as he goes. Going to be gain of about 6.
Broke free there through 1 tackles. We didn't get him wrapped, and yeah, you're right. He does have some speed.
We're letting them get to the outside. The defensive end's got to try to get outside there and force him to turn back inside where we've got pursuit. Right now they're able to get outside.
6-0 McLean County with the lead and possession. Game temperature right now 88 degrees here at Hatchet Hollow. In the press box 137 degrees for those keeping track at home.
My sweat's sweating. Quarterback goes up under center. Here goes Clayton again in motion. He gives it to the second man through this time. And right now the Cougars are finding lots of open holes in that Hatchet defense.
James Hurley, 6'1", 210 pounds. He is another big player there for the Cougars. I'll tell you what, Mark, we talked about their numbers being about the same as Hatchet's coming in. Numbers-wise, but height-wise, they've got some height. They do have some speed on this McLean County team.
They've got some athletes. They really do. And right now they're putting them to use.
3:20 left, first quarter. 6-0 Cougars.
Defense is going to have to settle down and make a play here.
1st and 10 now for McLean County on the 43 in Cougar territory.
Line up under center. Here, he'll put a man in motion. Here,
oh,
ball's loose. There's that turnover. Right back to the
it.
quarterback. But nice job.
Good
That was
stop.
Bynum getting in the back and disrupting things.
Good stop.
And nearly had that turnover. That would have given us some nice field position.
That was excellent. Got to do it again. Here we go.
It's going to be a 5-yard loss. Going to bring up a 2nd and 15 on the 37. Boy, asked for little something to happen. We got it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Now, let's do her again.
2nd, 15 on the 37 in Cougar territory. 2.5 to play, first quarter now.
Klein comes back up under center. He's got Walters on the right. Number 11, Clayton on the left. See which one of those guys he's going to go to. Walker, and there's the little, oh my, about had him. We just about blitzed right into where we needed to be.
There's a fumble.
We got a ball. Ball came loose.
And a flag
and Pierre
on the play.
just gets a bad penalty, cheap shot penalty. No place for that.
15-yard penalty. So now we're into Hatchet territory. Pierre Charles will be out the rest of the game. He was ejected for the night. So I didn't see it. I must confess I didn't see the actual penalty.
Chopped him.
It was chopped
him
after,
at the knees.
After the play was complete, too. So 2:14 to go. That's going to be a mental mistake that may come back to haunt us. 6-0 in favor of McLean County. They move very much into Hatchet territory now. 1st and 10 on the 42. What could have been our ball.
It is our ball still.
Oh, it is.
We did get the ball because the fumble came before the
all right.
penalty.
I'm sorry. I didn't. So it is a hatchet ball. Excuse me.
Yeah, the officials are having a little discussion to see if they've got the ball placed correctly.
Game coverage tonight brought to you in part by Myers LP Gas. Steve and Clara Myers. Myers LP Gas, proud supporters of the Hatchets. Also brought to you by Memmering Farms and Memmering Ag Services. The Memmering family, proud supporters of Washington Athletics.
Woolley out of the shotgun, got Perkins behind him, puts a man in motion. That's Nate Aldridge. Here goes the handoff to Perkins, and he's rumbling up through
Mark,
there.
I'm going to tell you something. We're going to have a lot of fun watching this guy play this year. Perkins is a steam engine, and I mean that with all due respect. That boy is solid as a rock, and it takes at least two. I don't think there's been one person brought him down single-handedly in this game. It takes two, sometimes three players to force him.
We've got him at 5'9", 205. He definitely came in heavier this year than we had him last year, but he's a block of wood out there.
He's a hoss. I'm telling you, you got to wrap that boy if you got any chance.
Still in the first quarter, 1:41 to go. The Hatchets down 6-0. Woolley back in that shotgun. Two receivers to each side. Here comes a man in motion, fakes it, hands it off to Aldridge, and Aldridge is caught back in the backfield, and that's going to be a big loss for the Hatchets. We gain 5 and give back 10. We
giveth and taketh away.
That play did not have a very good chance of developing anywhere.
So 3rd and long now. It's going to be we need about 14, 12 they say on the scoreboard. Ball on the 39 in Hatchet territory.
Need to pick up some positive yards to have an opportunity to go for it. Otherwise, I think we're definitely looking at having to punt for the first time tonight. This is our second possession. Clock now under 1 minute to go in the first. 3rd and 12 from the 39. Woolley. Perkins right beside him. Will look to the air, trying to get the ball out into the flat.
Yeah.
Underthrown.
Tried to hit Logan Hill. Hill did all he could on that, but the senior couldn't come up with it. It was going to be short regardless. So I believe we're going to see Nate Strange come out to punt this one, or whoever is our punter.
Yeah, here comes Woolley to the sidelines. Let's see who is punting for us. Bynum is going to be on. Yep, it'll be Bynum doing the punting.
41 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hatchets will give it back to McLean County as the Cougars lead 6-0 here with the Saturday night lights on at Hatchet Hollow in front of a great crowd. Good to see the Hatchet fans out in full support. This community was ready for this big game tonight.
Yes, they were. It is a great crowd. We're really pleased to see that many folks out here. Lance Bynum will be back to do the punting. Hatchet's looking to set their offense, get everybody in place, get this punt covered. 1 man back for the Cougars. It's a high snap. He brings it down. Here goes a nice high end-over-end kick. He's got good coverage. Let's see if Hill can get to him. Misses him. One man turns the corner on him. Still on his feet and finally knocked out of bounds as Bynum comes up from the kicking position and knocks him out of bounds, but not until they get into Hatchet territory.
14 with the return for the Cougars, Elijah Baldwin. Sophomore, 5'9", 141. Got some good positive yards on that return. That was a nice boot by Bynum.
It was, and we had two guys with a real opportunity to make the play. Just took some bad angles and just came up short.
30 seconds to go on the first quarter clock. 6-0 McLean County. We're in Hatchet territory with a 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
We've got to get some penetration by that defensive line to disrupt these lateral plays that they're doing. They're getting too much time, and they need a timeout for a little more time.
Timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. 6-0 McLean County. We'll be back right after this quick break. You're listening to Hatchet Football on WAMW. We're back here at Hatchet Hollow as play resumes with 30 seconds left. McLean County has the ball, and they're going to pass.
They're going deep to the big receiver. Decent coverage, has to turn around, not well thrown. Had about a step, but pretty decent coverage actually by the Hatchets out there. That was Owens with the coverage. Owens played a few years ago, got away from the game. His dad, Greg, was a great athlete that played here several years ago, so it's nice to see him out, real athletic kid. There's just a learning curve, Dwayne. 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Down 6. McLean County with the ball, 2nd and 10 from the Hatchet 48. Klein will stay in the shotgun. He likes to put a man in motion. There's that man in motion. There's the quick pitch. Let's see if we can get down the line and make a play.
Yes!
There's a play. That's what we wanted.
That's 11 on that play. Let's give that guy a shout out. That is
Davidson St. Clair or St. Victor. Yeah, he came up and a ton of bricks.
Who laid him out? Davidson St. Victor. That's number 11. Davidson St. Victor on the tackle.
What a nice play. That ought to get these guys fired up. That's what we're looking for out of a linebacker or defensive back. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter, Dwayne.
1 quarter in on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, 6-0 in favor of McLean County. Here at Hatchet Hollow, we'll be back with second quarter action after this timeout on your home for Hatchet Football, WAMW. Quarter action on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. It's the McLean County, Kentucky Cougars leading the Washington Hatchets 6-0. Dwayne Shake along with Mark Myers. Next week, boy, we got a big matchup. Gibson Southern will be here at Hatchet Hollow. We're going to see a superstar of a quarterback on that Titan squad.
Yeah, Brady Allen is really something else. And then he's got, I don't know the receiver's name, I apologize, but he's got a D1 receiver to throw to as well. So really happy that we were able to get a game in before we go, or they come here and face us.
Yeah. It'll be a one to watch, though, Hatchet fans, for sure. Brady, has he committed yet? I was thinking he did.
I'll say Purdue.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
He's the real deal. We went there to watch him play last year, if you'll remember. My goodness.
Well, I got to come back to that slobber knocker from Davidson St. Clair right there. He made the play that we need to make on that off-tackle play. Get up there and get that guy hit, and then he starts slowing him down a little bit, and he starts looking for somewhere to go.
And that was him single-handedly by himself. Job well done, Davidson. Good job.
He read it, got up there, and made the play.
So, 30 minutes in, we've got 1 quarter in the books here at Hatchet Hollow on a hot Saturday night. 6-0 McLean County, and they'll go left to right here for quarter number 2, right at midfield, just past the 50-yard line in Hatchet territory.
Klein's under Stenner. He does a little counter play. Get back there. Nicely done.
Hatchets,
nicely done.
Good stop. That was
Perkins, and then also number 70. As I got sweat in my eye, I'm a little blurred right now.
70 is Zane Tolliver. Big Zane Tolliver. He's a nice addition to the team as well there on that line. Good job, Zane.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and 8 for McLean County. Ball's just in Hatchet territory. Looks like they're leaving their offense in.
They're going to go for it.
This could be a big opportunity for the Hatchets to make a stop. 2 good stops back-to-back on these last 2 plays as the guys are finally starting to read what's going on.
Ace's Restaurant and the Washington Country Club, a proud sponsor tonight. Thank you to Daniel and the team at Ace's.
Klein's in the shotgun. He's got 5'10", 226-pound Malsey. He is going to look to the air as the rush is on. Ball's thrown deep. Oh, and it is caught over the top. Little hands on there, but nothing to call. Wyatt Owens They were able to throw it over to the big receiver, number 5, 6'4", 200 pounds. Brady Dame able to make the catch. Had a nice hit on the quarterback, just about messed that play up, but stayed with it. And big completion to pick up the first down.
Yeah, Dame, again, a big target, and he got the job done.
He got some separation right there at that last second. We had him covered pretty well, but with his size and a little bit of contact out there, was able to get open and make the huge catch.
Now let's give the quarterback, who's their quarterback there, Mark?
Klein. Brody Klein.
Brody Klein laid it in there perfectly to his big receiver.
So 1st and 5 from the 5, so goal to go. Klein's going to go under center this time. He's got Hurley, number 3, in the backfield with him, as well as number 11, Clayton. Goes to number 3, see if he's in there. Yep, touchdown. James Harrell, the 6'1", 210-pound. Dwayne, they've got him as a 13th grader.
I know, a couple of them. I'm not sure how that works.
They've got 11, 12, and 13. They must have a little special stuff going on down there, but they do put points on the board.
12-0 now.
Early in the second quarter.
So now they're going to try to go for 2 again.
Yeah, try to get the one they missed earlier, so make it a 14-0 game.
Unsuccessful the first time around on their extra point attempt, or the 2-point conversion, I should say, so they'll try it again.
Klein goes in. He's going to look for a quick slant.
Oh, that was blown dead.
Yeah, there's a penalty. Flag comes down here on the right, legal procedure against the Cougars, so they're going to go at that one again. They were looking for the quick slant from the left coming across. It was nicely covered. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. He's going to push it outside the 5, so we're at our 7 right now for Brody Klein. So even they scored on us, we can stop them right here from this 2-point conversion. Be a small victory for us. Goes a man in motion. Klein turns. He's going to look to the flat again on the pass. He's covered, and he's taken down.
Yep.
Nicely covered, number 23.
Nice stop.
For the Hatchets, that's Owen Kruger, or is it Kruger?
Krager.
And who was the other stop?
Ole Krager, and I didn't get the other name, but Ole did a nice job there coming through big. Ole is, again, good to have him on the football team this year. Been a nice addition to Coach Moore's squad. He's going to be a big boy, just a sophomore, and look for big things to come from him.
So the Hatchets will get the opportunity here for the first time in the second quarter.
Did I say it's Krager? Don't let me mess that up. I do it every time, and I'm so sorry, Anna. It's Krager. Ole Krager is the name.
All right.
Ole Krager.
So the Hatchets.
I always do that.
Hatchets with an opportunity to return the second kick of the night.
Bob, it's Krager. Don't you forget, too. Ole Krager. 10:28 to go, first half. 12-0 in favor of McLean County, Kentucky. They drove about, what did they say, 90 minutes, I think, to get here?
I think that's about right, yes. About 15 miles. Was it south of Owensboro?
Yes.
Or north, I don't remember.
We appreciate them coming up to play on our home field, as this was a open week on the schedule for the Hatchets. Of course, last week we were scheduled to play West Vigo. That was canceled due to illness, non-COVID related, just illness for the football team. So we're glad to be playing week number 2, Saturday night matchup. And again, our friends from McLean County, Kentucky, coming up to play some football. It'll be a short turnaround. We'll be back under the Friday night lights next week, as we mentioned, with Gibson Southern in town. And a big showdown coming there, as they've got a top quarterback in the state. It's going to be a tough one.
Nate Aldridge, Wilkinson Eldias, and I think that's Hill on that far side. Or no, Wyatt Owens will be the 3 back men on this kickoff. It's a short line drive. This time it's a short end over end. Picked up by Aldridge. Aldridge is trying to find some room up there. He breaks out on the outside. He's at the 35, 40, makes another nice move, crosses the 40, makes a nice cut.
Oh, yeah.
Another nice spin move. Aldridge still on his feet.
Go!
Still fighting. He crosses over the territory. What a run.
Oh, he's still going.
Aldridge.
Oh,
holy cow,
wow.
Dwayne. What a run. What a run.
Right in front of the Hatchet fans, and that got some excitement here on the home stands.
Spinning, cutting, refusing to go down. Played well off of his blockers. That's got to get the Hatchet faithful fired up.
Yes. Like I said, that was right in front of us.
I think he was surprised a couple of times that he didn't go down, but he kept those legs moving, kept focused, and picked up a lot of positive yards after contact.
37 yards on that return, and it should not have been 37 yards. He earned every one of those. Good job.
1st and 10 from the 42. Great opportunity for the Hatchets.
Let's make it count now.
In this second
We've
quarter.
got to get that goose egg off the board here before halftime. 12-0 right now. McLean County with the advantage.
Offense has pretty well been Jace Perkins, Jace Perkins, Jace Perkins. And see, so we've got him back in that fullback position next to Woolley, the quarterback in the shotgun. Man goes in motion. Hands off, coming across, bounces off, and now we've got another fine run. That's Connor Woolley. Keeps the ball, bounces out, took a hit, and first down. Move those chains, boys.
Excellent job. Woolley bounced off of a defender, and I know I heard our friends from McLean County down here in their booth. They said, wrap him, and that was just a missed tackle completely. Woolley made him pay. He bounced off of him like a pinball and got into positive territory. Good 10-yard plus run, 1st and 10 for the Hatchets now.
Yep, the guy hit him well but did not wrap, and Woolley used his smarts and was able to get out of there and pick up the first down. He's back in the shotgun. Perkins remains behind him there. Comes Memmering in motion. The ball's going to go to Memmering. That was Ryan Memmering. Rylan.
Number 3, he's just a freshman.
He is a freshman. We've got a couple of freshmen that deserve playing time. They've earned it, and Coach is letting them get out there and see some action.
Rylan's been playing since he was a youngster, and, of course, the Memmering family. His brother Gage graduated last year, but a good football player. Rylan picking up where he left off there.
He came out of that nice, strong 8th grade team that we had last year.
So a 2nd and 9. Memmering gains 1 on that. The ball on the 30 now in Cougar territory.
Woolley's going to stay in the shotgun. Perkins is going to stay right behind him. 2 receivers put on each side. Memmering goes in motion this time. Second man through is going to be Perkins. He pushes and spins. Going to pick up a couple really tough yards right there.
Yeah, they had Perkins' number that time. Perkins has had that gap up the middle. He's had good positive yardage, but they've made the adjustment now, Mark, and it's not there like it was in that first quarter.
Well, and then you weigh in that we are this far into this first half in this heat, starting to see some guys wear down a little bit, and the game's slowing down just a little bit too, Dwayne. But excellent opportunity here for the Hatchets, facing a 3rd and 7. The ball at the 29, 8:16 left to go in the second. Score 12-0 right now. McLean County in charge at this point, but the Hatchets with the drive. Shotgun for Woolley again. Perkins to his right. He's going to look to the air this time, puts it out there, puts some fire on it this time, and it's going to be complete.
First down.
Hatchets stretch out and pick up. Who was that? Number 4.
Number 4.
Simon Parsons, a nice catch. Senior Simon Parsons does a nice job to stretch out and pick up that first down.
Move the chains.
That was a big one right there,
and
Dwayne.
Parsons made that happen as he stretched his arms out there last minute and got just that extra advantage he needed to get the chains.
Big play.
So 1st and 10 now for Washington, and the ball is on the 20.
So Hatchets with 2 out to the right. That's Nate Aldridge on the one side, 2 on the left. Perkins remains in the backfield with Woolley in the shotgun. Woolley's going to look to the air again. He's got a man out in the flat, wide open. Make the turn. Logan Hill looking to try to get in there. It takes a nice shot, but not before a nice gain. That's going to be another first down, Dwayne?
Yes, it's going to be real close. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Hill was wide open, Mark. Yeah. They left him all alone over there.
Yeah, they forgot about him, and he was wide open in the flat, which a lot of times can be your tougher catch. You're nobody there with you. But
and in fairness, McLean County didn't see Woolley in the air very much at all. That's 2 consecutive passes, so they're not ready for that. And Woolley can throw the ball.
He finally settled in. At first, he was kind of not quite feeling the confidence, but these last 2 throws have really been nice and pinpointed. High backfield now for the Hatchets. Perkins is at the fullback position. Handoff goes to the second man through. That's number 34 as he pushes forward. It's Cameron Cook with the carry.
6 foot 165. Cameron Cook, the sophomore, not quite enough, but it is positive yardage.
Picks up 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Ball on the 7. Under 7 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Hatchets with just an outstanding opportunity to put some points on the board.
I want to thank Jimbo's Pizza, our pizza sponsor for the tailgate parties, and we appreciate Jim and Chris and all the team at Jimbo's Pizza for excellent pizza tonight to get the fans ready for the big game.
Officials timeout, Dwayne.
6:24 to go. Maybe a water break. We'll see. Yep, they're coming over for water.
Yep.
12-0 our score in favor of McLean County, but the Hatchets looking to change that here. 5 yards now to pay dirt. It's a 2nd and goal on the 5 when we return. You're listening to Hatchet Football on WAMW. Myers, glad to have you with us on this Saturday night as Washington and McLean County, Kentucky are head-to-head, kicking off the football season for Hatchet fans. And I'm telling you, Mark, there's not an open seat on this home side of stands. It's just great to see. It's shoulder to shoulder. Good fan support here tonight.
Well, the excitement from last season carried over right into this season. People have really been hungry for Hatchet football, and they're showing it by showing up tonight.
All right, here's a big play. 2nd and goal on the 5 as play resumes for the Hatchets.
Woolley out of the shotgun, man in motion. Hands off to Perkins, and Perkins is hit quickly. That time the Cougars were looking for that play. We faked it to the first man, threw across, came back to Perkins, and that just came together just a little bit too slow.
Mark, they absolutely have to have the water breaks. Don't get me wrong at all. I just kind of wish they kind of waited just a little bit longer on that one because
until this drive was over.
We were driving 5 yards away, and then they stopped the momentum.
Yep, I agree with you, Dwayne. 3rd and 4, though. We still have opportunity. This is definitely 2-down territory. Willie's going to stay in the shotgun, and Perkins is going to be lined up right next to him. Here comes Memmering in motion again, across from right to left.
Oh, he's going to
try to look for Memmering. Willie's got a man open, and he
does!
finds him. That's a complete pass.
Aldridge for the score.
Aldridge set this up with a great return and repaid by 6 points. That's a big touchdown for these Hatchets.
And give Woolley credit for seeing him open, Mark. Excellent job of seeing the field there. Aldridge was standing all alone. Throw me the ball.
Yeah, Woolley was getting ready to be forced out of the pocket, started to make that run until the last second, caught Aldridge in the back of the end zone for a nice touchdown pass, his first of his varsity career.
Laid it right in the breadbasket. All right, Hatchet's going to look for a 2-point conversion here, it appears, Mark. 12-6 with 5:14 to go in the first half. Washington on the scoreboard now. And a chance to go for 2 here.
That really helps with confidence, getting a score in this first half, making this a much closer game. Well, he's going to be in shotgun. He's got this time Perkins lined up directly behind him.
Flag before the play.
Delay game. Oh, we did. Time expired.
Ooh. So a 5-yard penalty brings it back. We'll try it again.
8-yard line is where this one's going to be attempted. Looks like we're going to have a change of plays as number 8, Logan Hill, getting ready to run the play in.
Hill, one of the 7 seniors on this Hatchet football team.
Memmering is coming out.
12 seconds, 10 seconds. Yeah, we got to move here. That play clock is dwindling down.
Yeah, Willie's got to notice that. If not, we got to
Go.
call a timeout. Gets the snap off. He's looking for out in the flat. Throws the ball out to Aldridge, and Aldridge, one man's not going to take him down. He
is in again for 2. I'll tell you what, Aldridge is going to be our player of the game right now, Mark. That boy is playing. He's playing well.
2 nice moves out there to get the score and showing some real quickness as he broke in for the score. So there's the bell, Dwayne.
I love hearing that bell. Love hearing that bell on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. McLean County, Kentucky, 12. Your Washington Hatchets, 8. We'll return to Hatchet Hollow right after this on WAMW. Let's go D. Let's bring the Hatchet defense.
We need a defense coming up and making a stop. I'd take a turnover about right now too, Dwayne.
It'd be all right.
Hatchet staying in that 4-4 defense, going without a nose guard most of the time. Looks like Memory's going to be coming in for Pierre. Again, Pierre got thrown out in that first quarter. Here comes Klein getting ready to set his offense. He's going to be up under center. Watch for that counter play. He'll spin around and hand off to that second man through. There's the pitch out to the left, trying to get outside the defensive end, and they do go for positive yardage. See where they knocked him out. It's going to be just short of the first down, but a big gain from that first carry on the sweep. We've got to force these guys inside. Our defensive ends are closing down too hard, and they're able to get outside, and then that just jams everything. It takes too long to get to them.
Well, and we got to find a stop on James Hurley, too, or Harley. He's really been a force. He's a big 6'1", 210-pound player out there for the Cougars, and man, we haven't had an answer for him yet. He found good positive yardage on that run.
Yeah, we got to get some linebackers coming off and popping him out there as he makes that turn. Man in motion again. He's going to hand again to him, Harley, and this time finding not much room, but he did pick up the first down.
There might be a flag there as Harley actually threw the ball back at one of the Hatchet defenders, but I don't think the officials saw it.
Oh, wow.
Our fans did over here.
Yeah, that should have been a 15-yard personal foul.
Credit their coaching staff. They got over on him pretty quick.
Yeah, he's coming over to have a little chit-chat about it now.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 46. It's their own 46 as they're not in Hatchet territory. Hatchet's defense going to stiffen up and make a play here. Perkins is a linebacker, as well as Wilkinson. Man goes in motion 11. They're going to look for the quarterback to Klein, trying to find some running room, and he does. Turns the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, and finally brought down from behind. I tell you, Dwayne, our defensive ends are just diving down too hard and too deep, and it's leaving those corners wide open.
Ole Krager did a nice job catching up with him. Ole wrapped him at the legs and brought him down, but that good positive yardage there for the Cougars. Now they're in Hatchet territory, resting on about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, we've got to force them inside. We can't keep letting them do these runs, busting out and getting outside.
First and 10.
Maybe if we cheat them out a little bit and ride them out higher. There comes a handoff to big number 99. He's hit and taken down. Going to pick up about 3 yards as the Hatchets D did close nicely on him that time. That's a Mawsey. Ball's on the Hatchet 21.
4 minutes left to play, first half, 12-8 in favor of McLean County. And McLean County again on the move, 21-yard line in Hatchet territory. Second down and 4 to go. Approaching 8 o'clock, about 1 hour in. This game moving right along tonight here at Hatchet Hollow. Dwayne Shake with Mark Myers on WAMWFM Washington. Sorry, Bob, I may have spoke too soon. You're right.
Klein's going to set the offense. Mawsey's going to be the only man in the backfield. Number 11, got ball's loose. Cougars able to fall on it. That's Klein that was able to get on his own fumble.
We'll take that, though. That's going to bring it third, and I think it's still at about 4 to go.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Definitely 2-down territory for McLean County as well.
Game coverage brought to you by the Crane Federal Credit Union, banking on a Hatchet victory. Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Washington Hatchets, and by McAllister Machinery, your Caterpillar dealer. Also thanks to Edley Mortuary, caring for you when you need the care the most.
Need another big stop right here. Klein's going to start up under center. Mawsey, the big 5'10", 226-pound fullback, is behind. They've been bringing Clayton in motion about every time, but they give it to the big fullback as he pushes forward. Looks like he got enough for the first down, Dwayne. He's a big old boy.
Yeah, he is. First down, they're moving the chains. 2:52 left. 16-yard line in Hatchet territory. 12-8 in favor of McLean County. If the Hatchets can just get a stop here, we'll go to the locker room trailing by 4. We need the defense to come up big.
Let's go, D. Stay with that 4-man front. Klein's going to be in the shotgun. Mawsey to the left of him. Looks like there goes number 7 in motion.
Oh.
The ball's up and in the air. We got to make a play on it. We got to make a play.
Yes, we did.
There we did. That was big right there.
Huge, huge.
High snap. Drives them back.
That is not what McLean County wanted to see.
I didn't get the number of our player that did a nice job of chasing them down and making the stop, but loss of some major yardage.
Yeah, that was well out of the reach.
15-yard loss right there.
Second and 23, now back on the Hatchet 30.
So give it a 13-yard loss. Let's make another play here, guys. 1:43 left to go, 12-8, McLean County.
Let's get a turnover.
Klein's back in the shotgun. There goes a man in motion. Clayton, they're going to do the quick pitch out, trying to find some running room. They've got him caught. Nicely defended by the Hatchets out there.
Good job. Good job.
Saw Wyatt Owens in on the stop there and then tried to see who the bottom guy was, but very nicely covered. Nowhere for the running back to go.
Timeout for McLean County. It's going to be a third down, 23 to go. Ball on the 31 in Hatchet territory. A third and 24. Minute 15 left. Hatchet defense needs a couple more stops. We'll be back, Hatchet fans. Stay tuned. From Hatchet Hollow, I'm Dwayne Shake along with Mark Myers on WAMW.
get away without any score.
Got to do it. Big play coming up for the Hatchet defense. Let's go.
Got a man coming out, a lineman from the Cougars. Hatchet's got to wake up. We're not set up on offense or on defense. What we got? Timeout. It's a mess out there right now, Dwayne, I think.
And now a timeout is called. I think mass confusion on the field.
That was mass confusion on both sides of the ball.
Woo. 31 seconds left to play and a timeout on the field. Still 12-8. 4th and 14 coming up for McLean County. Ball on the 21.
I didn't see where the play clock was in that mess. Must have been really close for him to call that timeout.
I want to thank some more of our fans, or our sponsors, CPU Fix Up on Main Street, the computer experts in downtown Washington. Goodwin Seavers Funeral Home on State Street, Washington. The Washington Chrysler Center, proud to be your local car dealer and proud to give back to the community at Washington Chrysler Center. And also, of course, a big thanks to you for joining us under the Saturday Night Lights. We appreciate feedback. If you've listening, wherever you may be listening, shoot us a quick message. You can send us a text, 812-254-9269 on the WAMW texting service. You can also email us if you've got email access, if that's easier, if you're listening at home on your computer or on the stream. Thank you so much. Always glad to bring you the action. As Mark has been waiting for this day since the close of last football season. We all know how last season ended, not the way any of us wanted it to.
No, we did not like that. I think it would have been a sectional victory last year. I really do.
Really had a good shot at it. But this is a new year.
That's right.
And it starts tonight. Here we go. 31 seconds left. 4th and 14 coming for McLean County on the 21.
Klein's in the backfield. Let's see. Tries a trick pass. He's going to go for a halfback pass. He's got a man open.
No good. Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, boy. Hey, awesome. What a break for us. That one would have set up a 1st and down.
Man, oh, man. That was huge.
This team likes to run some trick plays.
We sat with Coach this morning at Benji's for our weekly coaches report, and you said in the video you watched, they've got some trickery up their sleeves, and we've seen a little bit of that tonight.
Yeah, we were talking about that morning. They have what's called Huddle, and the kids can get on, log on, and watch the games. They can study films, and I might have got somebody's password, so I could watch the films as well. Really a neat feature. Last time I watched films, it was in black and white, as I mentioned this morning.
On 8mm, right?
Exactly. And that's not a lie. That's the truth.
Well, the Hatchets probably will take a knee with 21 seconds, 23 seconds. We'll see.
Let's see. Here comes Wilkinson in the game now. He's going to come in at the running back position. Play clock's down to 5-4.
Got to get the play off. They do, and they're not taking a knee. Wilkinson going to run it, and he'll get stopped.
Staying on his feet, trying to get some positive yardage.
15 seconds left to go. That may be the last play of the game.
We let this one roll out and get to the locker room. Happy that we're just down 4.
12-8, your halftime score. Washington trailing by just 4 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Halftime show coming up, presented by D2B Pest Control of Southern Indiana. D2B means death to bugs. We'll have our first half stats thanks to our friend at Mike Myers from the Washington Times-Herald, and we'll talk about second half action coming up after this. Stay tuned. You're listening to Hatchet Football on WAMW. The game progressed there in that first half, especially in the air. Made some good positive yardage in the air, and got more confidence in some of those receivers to throw them the ball. So I'm I'm kind of leaning towards maybe seeing a little more of the air attack in the second half.
Yeah, we could do that with the confidence that he had. Had you asked me that in the first quarter, I would have thought maybe not. But like I say, definitely saw some confidence going there. We've got some good receivers, some good skilled players with some speed, so very well could see that.
The other thing to think about is McLean County really didn't plan for the air attack for Washington. You can see that on the passes we've connected with 2 in a row. We had wide open receivers.
Yep, you're exactly right. That last one was there was nobody near him.
You got to get the ball to Jace Perkins too, but as we talk about adjustments, you know for a fact McLean County is going to cave in on him too.
Well, they are, and that's where we need to instead. Let's fake the ball to Jace, and then get one of those guys that we're faking to, and get them going outside, and hopefully pick up some surprise element there.
Overall, I do like this first week matchup, though. Thanks to McLean County for picking up the game with us. Really appreciate it. Both teams very even on paper and so far on the field. They jumped out early right on the opening possession, but the Hatchets have really clawed back here late. So momentum in the entire first quarter, McLean County probably give the edge to Washington in that second quarter.
I agree with you, and McLean County was able to play last week, so that, we were just kind of getting our game speed and game feed them on that first quarter because it's a big difference. You've been practicing inside for the most part and under some adverse situations, not able to get that first game in. So you're going to have to get your feet about you. Or legs
At
about
the
you.
half on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, the Washington Hatchets trailing McLean County in a close one, 12-8. Here at Hatchet Hollow. Lots more football still to come. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Washington Hatchets on your home for Hatchet Sports, WAMW. D to B, again, means death to bugs. On the A&R Home Center scoreboard at the half, Washington trailing McLean County in a close one, 12-8. Lots of football left to go. As the breeze picks up, the sun goes down.
It's like a cold front's coming through, isn't it?
Let's check our game time temperatures here. I wouldn't quite call it a cold front. We've dropped 4 degrees. Game time temperature now 84 degrees as we begin this second half of play tonight.
And just think about these boys out on the field in this heat. We're dying up here, and they're probably not in as tip-top condition as you and I, Dwayne, though. So it probably comes into play a little bit.
Well, we got a moment, a happy early birthday to my better half, Shelly Shake. She celebrates a big birthday tomorrow. How about that? And then Dad, Ron Shake, has a birthday on Monday, so it's birthday time of year for the Shakes. My mom's will be September 3rd, so they're all bang, bang, bang right there.
Shake, rattle, and roll, right?
That's it. 3 of the best, though, for sure.
That's for sure. I agree with you 100%.
Happy birthday to Shelly, Mom, and Dad, all celebrating in the upcoming weeks. Field looks great. We've got the W in right at midfield here at the 50-yard line. Can you see that? It's not quite as bright and visible, but I know what they tried to do with it there. Kind of got brown around it. The W's green. Can you see it, Mark?
I can. I was out there yesterday trying to figure out exactly what was going on as I was checking out the field.
I like the concept. It'll get there.
Yeah, they're working on it. They're doing a lot of improvements to the field.
It really does look good out there. Ground looks good.
For as dry as it's been, that old ground's hard. It's got to be hard.
McLean County brought a good contingent of fans, too, over on the visitor side tonight on the 90-minute drive for this Saturday. We talked again. I do want to put a programming note out there. Every Saturday morning we talk Hatchet football with Coach Joe Morris. You can tune in as we're live at Benji's on Saturdays for the Coach Joe Morris Show. And we've chatted for 3 weeks. We're finally going to have a game to talk about next week, which will be good to see. Actually, we'll have 2 games to talk about next week.
That's exactly right. We'll make up for lost time.
This one and Friday's matchup with Gibson Southern to talk about. But join us at Benji's every Saturday morning for Coach Joe Morris and the Coach Joe Morris Show, 8 a.m. And in talking with the coach, a couple of things. He talked about the huddle system, which you mentioned briefly before. I don't think fans at home can truly appreciate what kind of technology we're talking about here. This actually now sends the instant replay to the coaches on the field so they can actually see the play as it developed, and they can slow-mo it and see exactly what went down.
Well, they had a booster that bought the iPads for it, and that does make such a huge difference. Just like the NFL,
like
you see Tom Brady going over and looking at those charts and drawing things up. That's exactly what the Hatchets have, the capability. You can go pull a guy aside and say, here's what you're doing wrong on this play, or here's what you're doing right, keep it up.
Isn't that wild? And hats off to the booster for that donation, making it happen, and to the athletic department. You know, this huddle system is going to be used across the board, is my understanding. It's used for basketball as well, and it's just every school's pretty much signed on for this program, which has been a godsend for coaches because they can share video through the cloud now, where they don't even have to necessarily talk to one another. They can just go on and log on and watch whatever game they want.
And thanks to RTC, I understand they provide the internet at no cost for the locker room. If I'm correct there, Dwayne.
Yeah, and we're hopefully going to get it up here soon. That's the next step, because we certainly do need it up here as well. That's the ultimate goal. Let's thank some more sponsors for bringing you Hatchet football tonight on WAMW. They include Boyd Grain in Washington. Boyd Grain, proud supporters of the Hatchets. Purdue Farms in Washington is our new player of the game sponsor. At each post game, we'll name a player of the game, and we will crown them thanks to Purdue Farms in Washington. Proud to give back to our local athletes. Memmering Farms and Memmering Ag Services, a new addition to the sponsor sheet this year, thanks to the Memmering family. Also, Heller's Lawn Pro and Heller's Country Garden on State Street in Washington. Fall mums will be in soon, if not already. Check them out at Heller's Country Garden on State Street in Washington. Just a big contingent of support, and I can't say thanks enough. All of these businesses you hear us talk about, if you get a chance, if you see the owners, be sure to tell them thanks for their support of the athletes and for high school sports on the radio. We appreciate it. Big shout out to J.J. Brown. He's our cameraman. JJ works the camera for the video stream, which I know a lot of fans like enjoying as well. So thank you to JJ and his dad, Alan, who came in early to help with some technical issues earlier. So want to give the whole team credit. Couldn't do it without them. And a shout out to our tailgaters who are enjoying the game over there too. I believe they set up at the tennis courts, tailgating, and got the big TV set up, watching the stream,
awesome.
listening to us. So love those tailgaters. You know, this is football, ladies and gentlemen. This is high school football. And just a plug, if you're a Netflix fan, you got to watch Friday Night Lights. I've been telling you this for weeks. Friday Night Lights, my wife and I are hooked on this show. It was released in 2010. I missed it when it came
I was going to
through.
say, where you been the last 11 years? I was like hooked on it way back when.
5 seasons back in 2010, but I got it on Netflix now. And it's just a great series to check out. It's ins and outs of high school football. And, boy, they go through a lot.
Yes, they do. And going back to the community and the support that they put forth to this team, I also want to speak to some of the alums. You know, Coach put a thing out asking for sponsors. $100 could sponsor a locker, help with some cost. There's huge amount of cost involved in a football program, and boy, the boosters and the alum came out strong and loud, and always looking for more, obviously.
I think almost all of them are sponsored, though. Big.
Doesn't surprise me. I know people were talking to me about really exciting, and that's something Coach wants to get alumni involved. I know the class of 71 is going to be having a class reunion pretty soon. Terry Katz is making it back. I asked Terry to come back, part of some really outstanding Hatchet football teams in 71 and 72. We're about ready to get this one off. The Hatchets are on the field waiting. They are ready.
They are, aren't they?
That's what I like to see. Be out there waiting, ready to attack.
We got 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready to start the third quarter of action. 12-8 if you're just joining us. Hatchets trailing by 4 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. They will get the ball to begin this second half of play.
And we know what Nate Aldridge did on that last kickoff. You think they're going to try to avoid kicking that ball to him. He's the center man back there. Wilkinson L. Diaz is another one back there.
And Wyatt Owens on the
Owens,
far side.
the other one.
So really, they don't have a hole to try to find. Any of those three can have got the possibility to take it deep.
Here comes the kick is away, and they are. This one goes to Owen as he catches it. He's got an opportunity to break through there. He's
right
at the 39-40, taken down at the 41. So Hatchets with some great starting position on that line drive kick. Didn't give the coverage real opportunity to get down there and do anything. So good start.
Well, I liked Wyatt Owens' aggressiveness. He just said, bring it on, boys. He went right up the gut, plowed into the defender who did bring him down, but good positive yardage. Didn't get fancy with it, said, come on, I'm ready, and took it right at him.
I agree with you.
Good job, Wyatt.
So the Hatchets with the first possession of the third quarter. They're down by 4, 8-12 right now, but with opportunity on this nice return by Owens. Willie's going to stay in the shotgun. He's got Jace Perkins directly behind him. He's going to put a man in motion. That looks like Memring coming across. Hands off to Jace Perkins, off tackle on the right side. Jace rows forward and for positive yardage. Looks to pick up about 6.
I like that play.
And that was Nate Aldridge in motion. I said Memring, but it was Nate Aldridge.
I
Similar
like that
builds.
play. They sold it well, though. The fake got him and allowed Perkins to get some open yards there.
Well, and we've run that counter coming back this way with Perkins. So you talked about adjustments. There was an adjustment by our offense to take that play to the opposite side, and they're not looking for that. 2nd and 6, they're going to give him 4. Ball's on the 46, knocking on the door of the Cougar territory. High backfield this time is going to be handed by
34.
Back to the back person. That's 34. That's Cook. Trying to find some running room. He's going to be, might have got a yard.
Yeah.
So we'll do 3rd and 5. Long 5, it looks like. Let's move the chains, gang.
Ole Kreger coming in to run in the play now for the Hatchets. With a 3rd and 5 on the 46, still in Hatchet territory.
Willie steps into the huddle to make the play call. Again, 3rd and 5, ball on the 46. Hatchets with an opportunity to pick up the first. Eye backfield again. Can't tell who's in at fullback there. It's Perkins is at the halfback position. The ball goes to Perkins, trying to find some running room. He's on his feet.
He got it. That should
Boy,
be
that
enough.
is really, really
close.
close.
And a flag on the play. It's a late hit, I believe, Mark. That flag came after the play was down, so let's see what the flag, hopefully it's against them.
Yeah, I saw some action coming on right at the whistle. We can't hear the whistle up here. We're taught to play until the whistle stops, and saw a guy go flying through there, couldn't tell what happened. Afraid that's going to be on us, though. Well, first down.
They do give him the first down.
Thinking they picked up that flag.
No, it's still on the ground
Is
over
it?
there. Yeah. We'll see what the play is. It was after the play, and it's
Pick up
unnecessary
the first
roughness.
down. So the first down will stand, but they're going to knock 15 yards
Oh,
off of our field
That is
position.
a killer. That is a killer. Mike,
Those
what's that?
are the penalties you cannot
So how many yards
have.
on penalties now?
30.
30.
Two personal fouls.
Yeah. Now they're bringing the chains back.
But it's still going to be a first down.
First and 10, yeah, but that first and 10 is going to be better than a first and 25.
100,
yeah. So, okay.
Let's clean that up. We don't need personal fouls in a football game.
2 for 30 yards.
Well, he's going to be in shotgun. Perkins to the left this time. See if he brings a man in motion. Nope, no motion this time. Well, he's going to look to the air. He's got a man out in the flat open again and just short threw that one off the ground. He had his man.
Unfortunate. He was wide open. That was Simon Parsons. There's no way to get to that one for Simon, unfortunately.
Yeah, Willie just felt some pressure, tried to get outside of the pocket, and just short-armed it that time.
Second and 10, so I'm here in McLean County over here on our far side. They want a first and 25. They thought that should have stayed first and 25, but they have not changed it. So
no, the penalty came after the first down, so the call is correct.
Second and 10 now.
They're the same guys that are standing in front of that air conditioner cheating us out of the air, Dwayne.
Ball's on the 38 now in Hatchet territory.
Shotgun for Woolley. There goes Aldrich in motion. Aldrich is going to get the carry, breaks up a hole, but quickly that's closed down. It's going to
good positive yards,
up,
though.
What, about 4?
I tell you, Aldridge is not a big guy at all in stature. What's he listed as here? He's got 5'9", 150 pounds, if that. But he's quick. He's got some good foot movement, and he just has a way of finding the gaps. I really like his play out there, Mark.
He reads the blocks well. He paused that time just a little bit to try to get a block to open him up to get a little bit more room. We're at 3rd and 7, ball on our own 42.
Big play here.
Well, he's going to be back in shotgun. Perkins is going to be to the right this time, 2 receivers on each side. There goes Memmering in motion. That's hands off to Memmering as Memmering's trying to cut up, back up against the grain. Finds a spot, able to pick up positive yards, but not enough for the first down.
It's going to be a tough call here. It's going to be 4th at about 4. Do you go for it? It's right on the 45, still in Hatchet territory. That's a tough call. Looks like Wooley's going to stay out, so we're going to punt it.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
I think at this
Can't
point.
give them that good field position.
No, because they will make you pay for it, I'm afraid. So 4th and 4 on the 45. Hatchet punting team is out there.
So who's punting? My understanding that Bynum was the punter, but that's not Bynum back there. Is that Aldridge again?
Aldridge comes up with it, and the punter was
21.
Oliver Rowe came on to punt that one. That was a nice little boot for Oliver.
Yep, it was.
From the 45, he knocked it back to the McLean County 33.
I'm trying. Do you see Bynum on the? He's number 58.
1st and 10 coming up.
He was our punter. He's one of our bigger guys, but I'm not seeing him anywhere around.
Not at the moment. He was hurt, I believe, earlier. I saw him sitting on the sidelines.
Okay. He had trouble last year with injuries. Hate to see that he's out again in this first game.
63 coming in to run in the play now for the Hatchets. That's Eli Jenny. 8:29 on the 3rd quarter clock. Still 12-8 in favor of McLean County.
Klein's got 2 running backs in the backfield. That ball's on the ground again. That's the 3rd or 4th time that ball's come loose. We need to fall on one of those, Dwayne.
No doubt. No doubt.
So no gain with the fumble. Klein was able to get on the ball to retain it. he's been lucky. That's come down right in front of him both times. Defensive play being called in. What do we got going here?
We got a player hurt over here for the Hatchets.
Oh, now I see him down, yeah.
I'm still looking for 58, and I'm just not seeing him.
Can't tell who's down either. Happened away from the action in that fumble. That's a long ways way to be. Yeah, I see. See what's going on. Just didn't see what happened.
I think he's cramped up.
Oh, okay.
8:07 to play in the third quarter, 12-8. Again, Hatchets trailing by 4. You're listening to Washington Hatchet Football on WAM WFM Washington, your home for the Hatchets. Dwayne Shake along with Mark Myers, inviting you to tune in next Friday night. We'll be back here at home with Gibson Southern in town. Another big matchup for Coach Morris and company.
And there he's up.
Wyatt Owens is the one that was cramping up. He's coming off the field to a round of applause.
He's still cramping. Boy, a cramp in that calf is wicked.
Yeah.
Here comes a Hatchet player running out to get him, help him to the sidelines. Like to see that. He makes it on his own, though. So here comes Klein to set the offense again. 2nd and 10 on the 30 on their own 33. 8:04 to go. They're up 12-8 against the Hatchets. Klein's going to keep the ball. Tries to find some room on the outside. Cuts back up. Still on his feet. Fighting for it. He's got the first down and then some. 15-yard gain for Klein on the misdirection.
Right at midfield. It's going to move the chains for 1st and 10 now for McLean County. Again, literally right smack dab on the 50-yard line in front of us.
Hatchet's trying to call in some defensive plays there and tell them what we need to do. We got to get down and cut these guys low. We're doing a little bit of over pursuing, and that's where they're getting that cutback on them. Klein's going to set the offense. He's gone every series with 2 men in the backfield. There goes one of them in motion now. Hands to the first man through. That's big number 99, Malsey. As Malsey pushed forward, picked up about 4.
Well, he's a big boy, 5'10", 226, every bit of that.
Yeah, he even looks bigger than that as far as height-wise.
Yeah.
When I was watching the film, he looked like about 6'2". 2nd and 6 now. It's 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hatchet's defense needs to come up strong here and make a couple stops and get the ball back.
1-800-WATER Damage of Southern Indiana, proud sponsor tonight. Also Donaldson Insurance and Davies Community Hospital and the Core Center, the official trainers for the Hatchets athletic teams.
Klein's got Malsey and Clayton still in the backfield. They're going to give it to number 3, the leading gainer for him first half as he pushes forward, trying to get outside and find some running room. Decent job by the Hatchets defense on turning it in.
We still haven't found an answer for James Harley. I mean, he is just a force, pushing through. Mike, you got a tally on his total yards?
They put him in motion and then try to get him going to get to that outside corner, and he's been able to find it just about every time tonight.
That tally on Harley's total yards, are you keeping those?
3rd and 1 now. Hatch's defense needs a stop. 6 minutes to go. We need them to put a stop on there. We've got somebody over into the nose guard this time. Offset 3-man line, heavy to the left. Ball's on the ground again. Klein picks it up, though, and finds the room for the first down.
He got the first down single-handedly on his own. That was a nice play by the quarterback Klein there.
Like I say, he fumbled the ball, able to pick it up quickly. As many fumbles as he had, he's getting used to being able to pick the ball up and do something.
That's about the 4th one that I know of.
Yep. So first down, 1st and 10 from the 37, now in Hatchet territory as the clock continues to. We're going to have a timeout. Let's see what we've got. Officials timeout. I think we've got an issue with the time clock. I think they're telling them to reset it.
80 yards on the ground for Harley in this contest.
I can't get it to run. It's not running. There we go. I can't get the play clock to reset either.
Had some issues with
Technical difficulty with the new scoreboard,
clock.
which does look great.
They're going to turn it off and back on. That's the old strategy. That's the old go-to.
Unplug it. Count to
Plug
10.
it back in. 5:49 is where the clock is stopped at the moment. Now they got it back up and going.
Play clock's reset.
It is a very nice addition here. We got a new play clock, a new scoreboard.
Trying to see. Oh, they're running 10 seconds off. That's what they're doing on the actual game clock. So we're going to take it down to
5:37. 5:36.
So again, it's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 37. Hatchets D lining up. Clayton goes under center. Malsey is in the backfield. He's going to look for a pass, and we should get us. Oh, we had him. We had him.
Man, oh, man.
Gosh, that was close to a big sack. Give Klein credit again. He stays in there, takes a shot, and completes the pass.
Guess who, too? Harley.
Moves the chains again.
Harley is the ground gainer, just the yard gainer for this McLean County team. He's with the air and the ground. He's in triple digits now, Marker. Real close.
Yeah.
That was Klein that made it happen, as you mentioned. He stayed alert. He had a lot of pressure coming at him, and he found his open receiver there. 5 minutes left, third quarter. McLean County moving forward with a 1st and 10 on the 20 in Hatchet territory.
Klein's going to stay up under center. He's got Harrell behind him. Here goes a man in motion. And hands off to that man in motion and fools everybody.
And he's in. Not touched. Number 11 is Zach Clayton. Haven't heard a lot from him tonight, but we had him marked on our roster as one to watch for. Clayton punched it through, and it's a score for McLean County. Clock stopped at 4:41 in the third quarter.
Really nice fake, really froze the Hatchet defense, and able to get outside and put points on the board.
10-point lead now, 18-8 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. The Cougars with the advantage, and they'll try for two. They have not been able to convert yet tonight.
See, Klein's going to be in shotgun this time. Malsey in the back with him. He's the only man in the backfield. There goes man in motion. Looking to throw that one in. The ball knocked down and incomplete. Chance. So another failed 2-point conversion.
Boy, their conversions have not been pretty. I will say that. We caught a break there. Obviously, they don't have a kicker. If they did, they'd try their luck with that.
But honestly, I'm surprised that they go away from Malsey. Or they're trying to trick us. I think if they just stay with what they're doing and doing well, they might have got 2 points on the board there.
We'll be back. It's 18-8 in favor of McLean County. More to come from Hatchet Hollow right after this on WAMW. This is the McLean County Cougars get another score. No on the conversion, though. So we'll give them 6. It's 18-8 in favor of the visiting Cougars on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. 4:41 left in the third quarter. And McLean County set to kick off left to right on the dial.
Plenty of time left in this ball game, Dwayne. This one is not over. Been some short kicks. This time he's going to try to get it away from Aldridge. Somebody's got to go up and get that ball. That's Owens that gets it and finds some positive yards. Going to take it up beyond the 20.
Mark, I think that was 11.
11?
Davidson. No, Yeah, Davidson St. Victor.
Okay. That's the first time he's been at that position, so makes a good opportunity to handle that ball.
Took it right at him. Good job, Davidson.
So
we mentioned him a couple times tonight.
Hatchets are going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 23, and we need a drive, Dwayne. We need to move these chains and find a way into the end zone.
I like the 7 o'clock game time. How about you?
Works for me. Wooley's in the shotgun, one man behind. Here comes a man in motion. That's Hill. Wooley's going to try to find some running room out to the outside. That's a Trey Reed play we've seen before, but not able to get outside the tackles. Might have picked up a yard, but be a short yard. They are going to give him a 1 yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9, ball at the 24, just shy of the 25-yard line. That play just seemed like it took quite a while to develop. Offensive coordinator Gary Isaac calling the play into Connor Woolley. Chase Perkins now back behind Woolley in the backfield. Woolley's going to stay in shotgun. He's got the receiver split wide to the right, one in the slot. Man in motion. Here comes Perkins off to the left, and he's got some open area.
Baby, go! Oh, man, one player got him back. Nice job by that defender, but what a good move by Perkins. Sorry,
Move the
Mark.
chains.
I didn't
Move
mean to
the
hit
chains.
you there, but I saw a wide open gap there, man.
I didn't even notice you hit me.
I thought we were going there. I was getting excited.
Okay. Yeah, I did too. He found that open area. The McLean Cougar came down and made a nice play.
Preston Morris is the one who stepped in there. Otherwise, I tell you, Perkins was running.
Yeah, but still we move the chains. We're keeping the ball, and that's what counts.
1st and 10, 3:28 left to go, 3rd quarter.
Woolley's been in the shotgun the majority of the time tonight. Perkins is either, 2 men. That one's going to be a flag.
Dang it, dang it.
2 guys went in motion. So that one's going to come back no matter what. That's going to be a 5-yarder. Had 2 guys come into motion together.
Only the 3rd penalty of the game, though, for the Hatchets, but they've been costly. The 2 previous were 15 yards each. This one's going to be 5, so 35 yards in penalties for the Hatchets tonight. Really no way to hide that one, was there, Mark?
No, there wasn't. There's not going to sneak that one by.
Can't argue with that call one bit.
3:15 now as the clock continues to move in the 3rd quarter. Hatchets facing a 1st and 15. Had some momentum going before the penalty. Well, he's going to stay in shotgun with Perkins behind him. There goes a man in motion. Hand off to Perkins again for that little play. Gets through 1 tackle, breaks 1 tackle, goes forward. It's going to pick up about 4.
Come back to about the original line of scrimmage there.
Perkins did a good job avoiding that tackler in the backfield and being able to turn that into a little positive.
I'd stay with it until they find an answer for it. Until they find an answer for it, they're not defending it very well.
No, they aren't.
He's going to find, if he could just get one blocker out in front of him to help him out, he's going to have some room.
Cameron Cook keeps going across there, too. Look for him to possibly hand Cameron the ball at some point. This time Perkins is going to go beside Woolley. There goes Cook in motion, left to right. They are going to look to the air, throwing it out to, is that Cook out there? No, it's Aldridge. And Aldridge, we know what he can do.
Love it. I love
Picks
it, kid.
up the 1st down. He just
tell you
slides
what,
through there.
I love it, kid, Mark. He's just a hard-nosed player. We got to hatch it down, unfortunately. As Misty Petro, the Hatchet trainer, will run out to tend to him. That's going to stop play. And I didn't get a number on that, but back to Aldridge once again, just making plays, making big plays when we need them. That was huge. And he plays, he's 150 pounds. He plays like he's about 300. Nothing scares him.
When you talked about how well he sees the field and sees that line or that opportunity to cut up through there and make the play, and it's another cramp for the Hatchet player on that side.
Cramp starting to settle in here tonight.
Well, I know we're sweating buckets up here. Imagine those guys out on the field.
Absolutely. Clock is stopped with 2:09 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 18-8 if you're just joining us. Washington trailing McLean County, Kentucky on the 8-hour Home Center scoreboard. We'll take this time to take a timeout, and we will be back with more right after this on WAMW. All right, we're back. Ready for play to resume here. 1st and 10 for the Hatchets.
Willie's going to look to the air. He's got a man open. He's got a man deep. That's Memmering of Memmering. Oh,
my goodness.
Just overthrew him. He had him.
Boy, Willie
had
showed
him.
what he's got there. That was a rocket. Perfect spiral there. He didn't know his own strength as he just overthrew Memmering slightly. Ryland did all he could, but just couldn't reach that one.
Yeah, he
Good
definitely
effort.
had his man beat there. Nice call. Nice.
I liked it.
Nice
liked
job
it.
mixing it up.
Like I said, though, that showed what kind of arm he's got. That was a nice rocket there.
Yeah, the way he's throwing the ball has definitely changed from 1st quarter to 3rd quarter.
And I love it. I like an attack in the air. I really do. I like going to the air game. You
Makes
just
it
don't
exciting.
see it. You don't see it a lot.
Well, you might see it again. He's in the shotgun. Perkins is behind him, man in motion. Hands off to Perkins this time, trying to find some running area off that right side, and there isn't any.
There was a wall that time. No chance on that one for Perkins.
We've been running to the left a lot. Thought there might be some running room out to that right side, but no go as we tick down to under 2 minutes now to go in the 3rd, down by 10.
Lightning off to our far side. I didn't like that, Mark. Ugh.
I see this guy's definitely changing over here to the east. Well, he's going to stay in shotgun. Perkins is going to be right behind him. Here comes Memmering in motion. Or no, that's Aldridge, and Aldridge gets the ball. See if Aldridge shoots up through there. Oh boy, that's going to be close, but we're going to go for it.
It's 4th down territory, though. We're going to go for it for sure. No, that was actually
No,
Ryland.
that was Ryland.
Good job, Ryland.
Nice. Boy, he and Aldridge look a lot alike
really
when
do.
they run.
And they both got the same quickness and speed. Ryland, just a freshman, remember. He came on the attack there. Nice job. So 4th down and 1. You bet the Hatchets are going to go for it here in Cougar territory on the 43, but a big play for the Hatchet offense.
This is huge. This is what can keep us in this ball game right now. 29 seconds left to go, so the play will run in the 3rd quarter. Perkins is in at fullback. Can't tell who's back at the running back in the I formation. Willie sets the team. Willie's going to go with the sneak, and he's got enough. He's got to pick 1st down, move the chains.
Yes, sir. And that's the way things 14 seconds with the clock stopped. It's probably going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
Yep, here we go.
18-8. We've got 1 quarter left. Hatchets trailing by 10 on the A&R Home Center scoreboard. Stick around for 4th quarter action. 4th quarter action coming up. Stay tuned, Hatchet fans. More on the way after this on your home for the Hatchets, WAMW. We're back, ready for 4th quarter action in Hatchet Hollow. 1st and 10, and a
Cougars jump offside, going to give us
Penalty.
5 yards. We'll take it.
Flag prior to the snap.
Fourth and final quarter, Dwayne. We need a stand. We need to get some points on the board, and then we've got to hold them. Still ball game.
1st and 5 now on the penalty for the Cougars. That's only their second, I believe, for 25 yards.
And,
Third for 25 yards.
And the clock didn't move, so we like that.
Absolutely. Let's do that again.
Yeah, that'd be a first down. We'll take that.
We actually pulled him off. Is that the second time?
Second time.
Yeah.
So Hatchets are going to have to hustle up. 9 seconds left to go on the play clock. Williams shotgun. Perkins behind him. 5, 4. Hand off to Perkins on the left side. Perkins tries to force it to the outside, but
Man,
no
oh, man.
going there.
Well, give McLean County credit. They've got Perkins' number now, and they have really closed the gap on him. Those holes he was finding and doing a nice job finding them, they're closing in now.
Yeah, they're closing it down quickly. They're seeing if it didn't go to that handoff to that first guy on the fake that they're going to him, and they watch it.
So let's go to Ryland Mimring and let's go to Aldridge.
I agree 100%. That's exactly
These
what I
guys
was
have
getting ready to say.
They're showing what they're capable of doing. Let's do it.
And it keeps the defense honest. You know, the defense that can't key on Jace, get the ball out there to some of these guys on the outside, burn them. Willie's going to stay in the shotgun. Here comes a man in motion across the field.
It's Mimring.
And Willie's going to look for the quarterback keep out, trying to find some running room out on the right. Gets out there, turns the corner,
Oh, yeah.
picks up a nice gain as he's taken out right on the sidelines.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
That doesn't look good.
Scraped-
Nope, there he goes.
Oh,
He's
good.
up.
Good. He's okay. Well, he scraped his arm on, and thank goodness they've got the turf now covering the track. But he hit on the outside, you know, where the track
Where that
runs
normally
around.
would be blacktop.
Yeah,
exactly.
they've got that turf there now, and that saved him from a pretty good injury there.
Yeah, it's nice to see this turf. Hopefully one day, maybe in the not too distant future, we'll see some turf across the field.
So
But
it is now a 3rd down and about 1
Third
on the
one.
30-yard line in Cougar territory. Keep moving the chains, Hatchets. Let's go.
Going to go to the I backfield. That puts Willie up under center.
Oh, they just got it off.
Nice first down, picked up still on his feet, driving. Who was that?
That was Cook, Cameron Cook, and it's good for the first
First down, move the chains.
We got really, really close on getting that play off, Mark. Really
We have
close.
a couple different times.
We got to move a little quicker on play calling here.
Yeah, and on top of that, because of being down by 10, we got to save every ounce of clock we can.
10 minutes left. 1st and 10 on the 27 now for the Hatchets in Cougar territory.
Aldrich and Parsons are going to be split wide to the left. Here goes Memmering in motion from right to left now. They're going to look for him out in the flat. No, they're going to throw it to Aldrich, trying to get Nate open, and he's making a cut still on his feet. We know one person's not going to take him down. He's still fighting.
Still trying.
He keeps those legs moving. He's a tough takedown for such a small kid.
He loves this game, and you can tell it, Mark, by the way he plays. Leaves it on the field, and they stretched his jersey a mile there because he was not going down without a fight.
It's going to bring a 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard gain, and good effort by Aldrich.
I like that play call, though.
I do. They need to keep trying to get that outside, and then sooner or later it's going to get Jace freed up again.
18-8 in favor of McLean County, but the Hatchets trying to change that here with 9 minutes left to go in the game.
Shotgun for Will. He's going to look to the air, trying to throw out here to the right flat. That one's not going to be catchable.
Cook was the intended receiver there, just a little out of his reach.
Yeah, that's just taking too much time to develop this far across the field. Got to make that pass sooner. Does stop the clock. 9:01 left to go in the 4th and final quarter. Hatchets down 18-8, 3rd and 7 from the 24.
Gary Isaac calling out the plays to his quarterback, Woolley. See what he goes with here with a 3rd and 7 on the 24. 2 down territory for sure, but we don't want to use that 4th down if we don't have to here.
Cook's at halfback. Perkins is in at the fullback. Woolley up under center. Hands off to Perkins on the quick hitter. Just not much going for Jace Perkins in this second half. They have really made a committed effort to stop him.
Yeah, it's just not there. And credit Jace, he's doing all he can do. I mean, there's 3 guys on him. He just can't power through that much of a wall.
4th and 6 now. This is big. Got to try to pick up this first down to keep us in contention.
Have to have this.
Hatchets break the huddle.
10 seconds on the play clock.
Going to have to hustle it up. Hatchets
Timeout.
want a timeout. Want to talk about this. Probably not a bad idea. Clock was getting down there. Good call.
On the A&R Home Center scoreboard, we've got 8:18 to go in the contest, and it's Washington trailing McLean County 18-8. Stick around. The action continues right after this on WAMW. And the score is 18-8. That's the old palindrome, isn't it? Is that what that's called? No, maybe not. Anyway, it's ironic.
Okay, I'll take that. This is the play of the game right here, Dwayne. 4th and 6.
Huge. Let's go, Hatchets. Let's make it happen right here.
Well, he's going to start up under center. Perkins is in a halfback. Can't tell who the fullback is ahead of him here. They're going to look to the air. They've got it complete. He's got to get up there and pick up the first. He did it. He got the first down on the stretch. A beautiful play.
Woo!
Who was that, Dwayne? Was that Memory?
No. 23, I believe.
23. That'd be Ole.
Ole Krager. Yes, Ole Krager. Good job, Ole.
Really great second effort to pick up and stretch for that first down. He was stopped short, and with just pure effort was able to pick that up.
I told you we're going to look for big things from this guy, just a sophomore. He plays big, and that was one fine example right there.
Connor Woolley's going to be in the shotgun. Memmering goes in motion, right to left. They're going to look for a man across the middle. Woolley flushed out of the pocket, trying to make it on his feet, cuts the corner, spins. Takes a nice shot, stays on his feet, might have picked up a yard.
Not much there, yeah.
That was dangerous stuff right there.
Well, the play was busted up. They were going to the air over on the far side, and McLean County had some good coverage.
Well, they forced him out of the pocket, too. We had a guy coming across the middle open, but Woolley was forced out of the pocket. No way he could see him on the move like that.
So time's still ticking away now. 7-minute mark in the contest. Washington trails by 10, 18-8.
Let's get a score right here, guys.
It's a
8
second
seconds
7.
on the play clock. We got to hustle. You got to hustle. 5, 4. Got it away. And he's going to look to the air again. Woolley, big time pressure that time, and he's going to be taken down for the sack. Why is there no whistle being blown right there? That's going to be a loss.
Big loss, unfortunately. Ball back to the 22.
Yeah, that pocket just collapsed. Really the first time the pockets collapsed like that all night long, Dwayne.
3rd and 15 now on the 22 for the Hatchets.
Got to hustle it up and get up there and get this play running, guys. We don't have tons of time.
Now that's one thing I think that the coach will work with too, especially when you're down.
Yeah, got to have a sense of urgency. Got to save every second you can. Willie's forced the air again. Here comes a man through. He's got to get rid of it. He's got a man. Oh, and it's just about picked. Just about picked in and out of their hands. He had a man open, but with the line drive, that was nearly picked off by the defender. Does stop the clock.
Caught a break there.
Did.
Because that was literally right in his hands, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
It's going to bring up 4th and 15 now, Dwayne.
Well, you bet they're gonna come at him.
Yep, they're going to bring the heat.
Let's see what the Hatchets can do. 14 seconds. We're just really slow getting that play set, Mark. 9 seconds now.
Yep, I think we're seeing that heat and exhaustion sitting in a little bit because we've got to speed this up.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Just got it off. Nobody there.
Yep, one hopper. That's going to seal the victory. 5 minutes left to go, but we're going to turn the ball over, needing 2 touchdowns late in this fourth and final quarter. But we can get a turnover and take it in, but not getting any points on that drive put us in a little bit of a hurtful situation. .553 left to go in the fourth, down 10. McLean County Cougars take over on their own 22. They're not going to be in any hurry to run any plays once this clock starts running.
Nope. 18-8, McLean County with the advantage. We need a turnover now.
Hands off to the big man right up the gut, and he's rumbling and bumbling. That's Malsey, tough to bring down.
Well, he gained big yards there. All the way up to about the 45, about the 42.
Clock has stopped now. Now it started again. Gage Brumley in for what I think is the first time tonight in at defensive tackle. See if he can make an impact.
It's a big boy, Mark.
He is a big boy. Jake Traylor also in there now playing nose guard.
5:25 left to go.
Stays under center. Here's a handoff straight ahead to the fullback. Picked up a quick 5.
You must see the wind out of the sails now, unfortunately, for Hatchet fans.
Well, and you can hear the announcers and coaches from McLean County, slow it down, no need to hurry. So they should watch that, let that play clock tick down to next to nothing before they run the play.
4:53.
Hatchets definitely have competed all night, Dwayne. They've been in this game till this very end, and I like the effort. I really do. It's got a learning curve that we've got to shorten up. Hand off to the receiver, number 14. There's a flag. Ball's loose, it looks like.
I'm not sure who the penalty was on, but the side official saw something he didn't like.
Yeah.
Holding.
Elijah Baldwin, in the film I watched, he got a lot of hands on the ball, but we've not seen much of him tonight. So that'll move them back and stop the clock. Got to be tackling the ball at this point, Dwayne. We got to try to force a fumble, try to get a recovery, and get some good field position. That's all that's left to do right now.
2nd down and 15 to go on the 36. Still in Cougar territory. 4:20 left to play.
Tackle the ball. They're going to let the play clock's getting really close to. Got it away. Klein's going to keep it, try to find some running room out of side there.
Get the ball.
And boy, they were trying to get that ball out of there.
They were. Yes, they were.
Just about did it.
Good effort there by the Hatchet defenders.
It was 23. Ole again trying to rip that ball out of there.
3:45 left to go as the time continues to wind down. 18-8 in favor of McLean County.
3rd and 15. Not sure on how many timeouts we have left. See what they dial up on the 3rd and long. They look for him to go the air. Bunched formation, though. Klein goes back up under center. Goes a man in motion. That's number 11. We've seen a lot of him trying to find some running area. There's a
flag.
Flag comes flying. Going to guess that's going to be more than likely a hold from the territory it came from.
It's going to stop the clock, which is good news. And it is against them again.
Yeah.
Wow. Unfortunately, maybe too little too late.
Going to move them back 10. Third and 14. We may get the ball back at least one more time, Dwayne, and have an opportunity for an onside kick if we can find a way to the end zone. Zach Clayton for the Cougars has had a nice game tonight. He's that man in motion that's been trying to get outside all night long. Klein's going to be up under center again. Malsey in the backfield at fullback. There goes man in motion. Hands it on the counter play up the middle. It's going to be stopped quickly. Thinking we ought to maybe call a timeout about now.
Yeah, you got to. 2:39.
This is bringing up fourth. We'll see if they're going to punt. Surely they won't go for it at this field position at this point in the game.
I don't know if they have. I've not seen them kick all night. I know. We need a timeout for sure as the clock continues to wind down. 2 minutes left to go.
Going to take it to the 2-minute warning.
They're going to let it run all the way down and then call the timeout on their side. There it is. So we're at the 2-minute warning, as Mark says. McLean County using all the clock to their advantage. And we will be back after this quick timeout. You're listening to Hatchet Football on your voice of the Hatchets, WAMW. We're back here at Hatchet Hollow. Final 2 minutes, ticking or getting ready to tick off the clock. 18-8 is the score. Advantage to McLean County, Kentucky on this Saturday night, week 1 for Hatchet football. It's 4th and 25 deep in McLean County territory as the ball is on the 26. So they are going to have to punt it. Or, Mark, I believe they have another timeout. They'll let 25 more seconds go.
Well, the clock won't start, though, when they come out.
Yeah,
you've got to wait till it snaps.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just curious whether they're going to go for it, because if they don't get it, they're giving us some great field position with not a lot of time, but enough time to get one in the end zone.
That's very true. I'm not confident they have a strong kicker they're impressed with, but we'll see.
Well, you must be right, because they are not going to punt the ball.
Wow.
Unless they're getting ready to do a quick kick. Oh, there's a penalty now.
How is there a penalty there?
Right in the center of the line. Let's see what kind of call it is.
It's against them. They're going back even more. They had too many guys on the field, so another 5-yard penalty for McLean County, taking them deeper back.
A little wrinkle in this game right now here.
I'm going to be really surprised if they give us the position here.
We're going to find, they're going to run a play. We got to stop them quick. Then we definitely have to call a timeout.
Oh, they're passing.
Wow, they pushed the defender down that time. Picked up the first down, and gutsy move by the McLean Cougars, and they throw the ball long. I thought there could have been an offensive pass interference right here in front of us, Dwayne. But they did not call it, and that will be the ball game now.
Wow. They have no kicker.
Yeah.
That's evident right there. But
that takes some guts to try.
For him.
Yeah.
That wasn't their regular quarterback, I don't believe either, Mark. I thought somebody else took that snap.
I didn't catch that. I was trying to see exactly what they were looking to do. I thought honestly they were going to try a quick kick. But the gamble pays off. That's Klein still in at quarterback now. He's going to hand off to Malsey coming across there, big number 99.
Let's get out of this one without another score. Don't let him score again. 18-8. Time will wind down with a minute and a half left to go. McLean County going to get the win on the road tonight here at Hatchet Hollow. And the Hatchets will start with an 0-1 record. Still trying to get that monkey off their back and get that first W of the first game of the year. I know Coach had that on one of the goals this year.
It was circled, and we haven't had that, I don't think, since 2010, if I remember correctly.
2010 is what he said this morning, yeah. But, you know, you learn from this game, you move on. Kind of the similar situation we had last year.
Yep.
And we know how last year's run ended. Had a pretty good, successful run, deep. So they're going to only grow with each game.
Under a minute to go now in this one. You know, it's a big learning curve for kids this young and kids that have never played before. And, you know, definitely would have liked to come away with the W, but, you know, there's nothing glaring that I say, oh, this is terrible. I think we came out and put a nice effort forth. And had a chance right up until midway through that fourth to be in this ball game. Now the clock's going to start. So they will have to run at least one more play as there's 48 on the game clock, 29 on the play clock. I'm thinking take a knee, but we'll see. Klein's definitely taking his time. Coming up to the line. He's just watching that play clock. And the Hatchets are going to call a timeout.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Timeout on the field. Washington will host Gibson Southern back here next Friday night, Hatchet fans. Be sure to join us for all the action on your home for the Hatchets. Memories 107.9 WAMW.
Facing an extremely, extremely tough Gibson Southern team next week. Hopefully we'll have some of these injured players back, come in ready to play.
We got volleyball action coming up Tuesday night at the Hatchet House. Big rivalry always when these two teams meet. Washington will face Vincennes Lincoln. Join Gretchen Miles and myself for all the coverage Tuesday night from the Hatchet House. Washington volleyball right here on Memories 107.9.
That's always a battle royal between those two teams.
Doesn't matter what sport either, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
JV girls soccer team hosted the JV Classic today, and I understand they played well, and I believe they got the victory.
Awesome. Congrats.
Coach Niehaus earlier today. So now, going to be one final play, and this one's going to go to McLean County.
They're going to take a knee. Definitely appreciate them coming and playing us, and I'm sure they appreciate it too since they walked away with the W. Puts them 2-0 on the season. Hatchet's 0-1, but I think a good effort.
But you know, it was a clean contest. This is a quality ball club, very evenly matched coming in. This was a good pickup for our team.
Yep, I agree. Got to play before we face Gibson Southern next week.
18-8 will be your final. We've got the post-game report coming up. We'll talk to Coach, recap this game tonight, and look to next week. So stay tuned for that. Final score on the A&R Home Center scoreboard tonight. Washington falls to McLean County, Kentucky, 18-8. Post-game report coming up after this on WAMW. Welcome back to Hatchet Hollow for the post-game show presented by Purdue Farms in Washington. Purdue, proud to back our Hatchets, a proud corporate member of our community, and also by Heller's Country Garden and Heller's Lawn Pro on State Street in Washington. Final tonight on the A&R Home Center scoreboard, 18-8 in favor of McLean County. And Mark, we got the final stats thanks to Mike Myers from the Washington Times-Herald, who will have the full report coming up in Tuesday's edition of the Times-Herald. Final stats for Washington, 33 carries for 99 yards on the ground, 7 attempts in the air, 14 yards. Total offense for Washington tonight, 155 yards. Penalties, Hatchets had 3 for 35. For the McLean County Cougars, 32 carries for 159 yards on the ground, 5 for 7 in the air for 146 yards. So that's the big difference there. 305 total yards offense. They had 6 penalties for 50 yards. 305 to 155 total yards gained. McLean County with the advantage there. And definitely the air attack a little stronger for them tonight with 146 yards in the air.
Yep, and they had that big play at the end that kind of sealed the victory. They picked up the first down. They went for it on fourth and a ton, and were able to complete the pass, pick up the first down. That was probably a 60-yard pass play there. But the team that played the best tonight did win, Dwayne. That's the bottom line.
We saw a lot of positives tonight,
Yes.
though. First game of the year. I know Coach will grow on this, and he's told us the last 3 weeks on the Coach's Show. Coming into tonight's matchup, we were looking a lot like we did last year, and you know what? It kind of does look like the start of last year. It really does. I mean, you saw some positives. You saw a lot of stuff to improve on, and we'll take this into next week.
Yep, and a lot of it's learning. A lot of when they go back and watch the film from tonight's game, there's going to be a lot of teaching moments in this film, and hopefully we'll see them get better and improve next week.
One thing about it, we can't say the crowd support wasn't there. Again, Hatchet Nation, great job coming out to support the team tonight. Not a seat in the stands. It was standing room only, as a matter of fact. Coach Joe Morris is with us now on the post-game report, making the trip up. And, Coach, as I just said with Mark, we've got some positives to build on. We've got some things to work on. This is the first game of the season. You got a chance to go against opponent. Tell us your thoughts on tonight's matchup.
Hey, well, first, hats off to McLean County. The Cougars, they made the road trip. They were in a very similar spot as us. They had a week 2 opening. They needed a game. They dealt with adversity last year. You know, they jumped out last year to a 3-0 record, and they got shut down. And you know how that goes. So for them, congratulations to them. Certainly, we're not happy. We wanted to do something that hadn't been done around here for a while, and that's win a season opener and a home opener. But, on the positive side, we had a defensive goal to only give up 14 points. We gave up 18. Certainly, our offense, we wanted to put more points on the board. What I like to look at this objectively and think, when's the last time you saw a home opener was 18-8?
Yep.
When's the last time you saw a season opener? There was that. So we competed. We gave it. We have some things to work on. This is a game of plays, and certainly it's a game of big plays. And so there's going to be some teachable moments from this tonight, obviously. We got some work to do. A couple key points I think about is our secondary. I also think about some of the linebacker play, But I saw some good things out of some newcomers. I saw some good things out of some guys that have limited playing experience. I think our in the trenches, we need to tighten that up a little bit, get a little tougher. But I also saw something in some new guys that got their first varsity start in some key roles that I thought did pretty well. They handled the adversity, they handled the pressure, and I think we got something to work from here.
Well, and I could tell the kids never felt like they were out of that game. In past, you just call it in, dang, we're down. But they stayed they fought right up until the fourth quarter. We were in this ball game. And I think, like you say, once you start getting to watch game film this next week, going to be a lot of teachable moments there for sure.
There's no question there is. I look at, to me, outstanding performer for me, and I don't know when we got to that segment yet, but Ole Krieger. As a defensive end, he caught a lot of balls. I just think for a guy that transitioned from one sport to this sport, it's been a long time since he played. he's going to be a good Hatchet football player.
Absolutely,
Yep.
agree. And Aldrich, tremendous tonight. You saw Rylan Memring step up as a freshman, and your sophomore quarterback. I was real impressed with your sophomore quarterback's poise tonight behind there.
Well, we did another thing that, Coach Morris has said for a number of times, freshmen won't play, but when kids earn that opportunity, we're not going to hold them back. But Aiden Dwyer, our starting center, did a nice job for us. Proud of him. And so we got some young guys that got some solid, plays, got some solid quarters and minutes, of course. And, for us, we have something to evaluate. And to me, it's one of those things, was it a winnable game? I believe so.
Yep.
And when I look at this, do we give up too many big plays? I believe so. But I think this is a great, that's what's great about that first game. That's why it's so important to get week one. Now, I know it's week 2, but this is our week 1. So for us, you want to get these things out of the way early enough. You hear me talk about it all year long, all season long. 3 phases, right? Where we want to be, what we want to accomplish, what we want to do. And so we got something now to base who we are and work on some things. And I think that, as I've said before, I think we're a more athletic team. I think that we've got some kids that can make plays. It's just now we got some kids that need to understand the why they got to make those plays. And we got to keep encouraging those that can make those plays.
What's the status of Bynum? He went out in the first half.
They're evaluating his foot. He got stepped on, and so they're going to look at that.
Well, we noticed he was out when he didn't come in and punt. I thought
Well, that's where you go. Let's talk about that. We talk about it before the game, halftime. We talk about it in practice. Next man up, your name gets called. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do. So, again, we had an opportunity, and we put Oliver Rowe, freshman, as a punter. He's an excellent little punter. Yes, he's young, and he's a defensive back for us, receiver, does some other things that I think really looks well for him on our JV. But he came in and punted. I thought he had a nice punt. Certainly, we didn't put ourselves in that position very often. We were trying to be aggressive. We had to make things happen. You're down 18-8. You want to score, make that, 14-18. Maybe go for 2. Now you're 16-18. Now we need a big play. One thing we didn't do defensively, we didn't cause any big turnovers. Yes, I know we had some pressures. Yes, we had some tackles for losses. Yes, we had a couple moments, but I was really looking forward to some interceptions and things such as that.
3 penalties for 35 yards. Not a lot of penalties tonight. That's a positive. Total yards, only 155, 99 on the ground, 56, or 14 in the air, 56 in the air. That's something to gain on, work on. 305 yards you gave up to them, unofficially. That's Mike Meyer's stats.
And I want to know how much that was passes.
Oh, passing for them? Yeah, in the air they went 146 yards, on the ground 159.
So they're balanced.
Yeah.
So, our goal coming into this is 100, but you're going to give up a few. So even if it's 300, our goal was giving up only 14 points. So we have something to measure there. And I look at it. To me, this play was 3 big plays and 2 penalties with an ejection.
Yep.
And that ejection was a big one because he was having a good series. He was doing well out there, and that's costly to us.
And not a lot of turnaround time. We got a big opponent coming in here Friday night. It's Gibson Southern.
And that's why I say it's so important. We've got to work in terms of our pass defense, being smart. Yeah, we've got some guys that might get picked on. But what I liked about this game is they have an excellent receiver, number 5, 6'4", 200, to give us a chance to get an early look at what that looks like, what that can be like. And, we got things we got to work on there because you got to have your head on a swivel, but you got to be ready to go, right, Mark?
Oh, definitely. You got to be ready to roll. And Coach, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you. I think with the young players aren't used to this situation, came in, pretty fired up to win this ball game and didn't turn out like they wanted it to. And these kids aren't used to that type of adversity, especially these new folks. So it's going to be a bit of propping them up, but encourage them, but also putting the hammer down a little bit as well.
There's no question. I mean, they're all teachable moments. A person's character is not measured always on the win and loss. It's how they handle the win or loss, right? And what they do with that, not just today, not next week, but the rest of their life. So these are life lessons, teachable moments, and this is one of those that, it was one of those things. I doubt we see these guys again, but I was thankful for when they gave us the call, and we locked in a game, and we had an opportunity to participate and compete.
Let's do it next week, Coach. Thank you so much, sir. We'll see you Friday night back here on the field.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be back with our post-game awards next. Stay close. You're listening to Washington Hatchet Football on WAMW.